Let's bring in Mark Wahlberg. His new movie is Instant Family. Hits theaters next Friday. That's November 16th. And he co-stars with Rose Byrne. We like Rose Byrne. And Mark joins us now. How are you, Mark?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing okay. I don't know if you heard what they're going to do. They're going to let everybody see when the NBA has their all-star picks. So two captains are going to they're going to pick their all-star teams on TV. So you get to see it in real time. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I love it because I want a little tension. I think there's too much familiarity, friendship in the NBA.
But let me ask you a question. So when the two main guys are picked, whether LeBron or Curry or Kevin Durant, but the other people that they have, they can pick anybody, or they have to pick from the people who have been voted in and been selected for the All-Star team?
I don't know. I think you're voted in. You have your rosters at 24, and then the two captains are going to pick after that.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Well, yeah, that's fine.
I think it would be fun. I'm thinking Chris Rock might be a good host. Like, I need somebody who's going to be stirring it up and jabbing some people.
Yeah, Chris Rock, Will Ferrell, somebody like that.
No, Will's too nice.
Well, no, we'll get in there if you have to.
Really?
Oh, yeah, we'll give you. Listen, if you get out of hand, he'll give you a slap, too. So watch out. 6'5", he'll give you a good slap.
Could you take Will Ferrell?
Will and I, yeah. You know what? First of all, I wouldn't want to get him too upset. I mean, we kind of fought a little bit, and we wrestled, but we were already on the ground, so I was able to kind of even the size differential. But you don't want to get the big man going. You like to wrestle.
You like to wrestle with guys, right?
I don't make a habit of it anymore, but.
Wait,
the way you're saying it doesn't sound appealing.
But you're with Peter Berg, this great director, and you've got wine, and you're directing. You're wrestling on a flight with each other. That's not normal.
It was an unprovoked attack. Unprovoked attack. If a prayer is provoking, then I'm guilty. Pete and I are actually shooting a movie right now in Boston.
What are you shooting?
It's our fifth film. It's called Wonderland. It's a crime drama set in Boston with a lot of humor and edge, with Alan Arkin, Winston Duke, and a great cast. We're very excited.
But do you all of a sudden get that accent back? Like it's a little heavier once you go back to Boston?
You know what? I am purposely not doing a Boston accent in this movie. I am in Boston, but I'm not necessarily playing the kind of typical Boston guy.
Were you shooting outside your old house that you grew up in?
Yes, one directly across the street. I grew up in 25, and we were shooting at 24.
How surreal is that, dude?
And it was just a coincidence. You know what? It was crazy. It was very bizarre. And I told people I try to get out of there for a reason. But, they keep pulling you back.
If that house could tell stories.
There's a lot of stories. A lot of stories there. Yeah, from 11 to 18, I lived there. That was prime time.
The new movie is Instant Family. Hits theaters next Friday, November 16th. I was wondering about this, knowing that you were coming on today. If you could have been or could be in any TV series as an actor, what would you want to be in?
Ooh, I'd have to go back to one of the series that I watched growing up. So it would have to be F Troop or Barney Miller or, one of the classics, All in the Family.
Really?
Happy Days. I mean, it had to be tougher than Henry Winkler and the Fonz. I mean, come on. But no, I grew up watching great television. There's a lot of obviously great television now. Yeah, I'd have to go back to one of the ones I grew up watching with my dad.
What about movie? You can be in any movie.
Ooh, Godfather, Hard Times, Charles Bronson, Bare Knuckle Fighting, Steve McQueen, greatest.
Are you there? Nope. We lost him for a second. Fritzy will track him down. So the new movie is Instant Family. Rose Byrne. What was Rose in? Where did we see her?
Damages premiere.
Oh, Damages in New York.
And she's also in Neighbors. Movies.
Oh, I loved her in Neighbors.
Neighbors is great.
But when I saw Rose Byrne, she came up to me and she said, "Thank you for having me." And it wasn't my party. And I said, "Well, you're welcome." I didn't know what that meant. But I always thought I was very honored that Rose Byrne said, "Thank you for having me." You're welcome, Rose. Mark Wahlberg is back. And you were saying, Mark.
Rose was nice to you?
Yeah, she was very sweet. Very talented.
Oh, wow.
I love her sense of humor. I think she's sneaky funny. And she happens to be
fantastic.
Yeah.
But she takes every opportunity to bust my chops. And I don't know if that's just an Australian thing. I'm a huge fan. Absolutely love her. I worked with Bobby Cannavale a couple times. But she loves to pick on me. That's her thing.
But you get to pick your co-star, right? Because Adam Sandler would always go, I go, "How did you get that woman in the movie?" And he'd go, "Danny, I picked them." So do you get to pick who you co-star with?
Well, we certainly, I was cast first, and we certainly had her right at the top of the wish list. But what happened was, and I think what continues to happen is, if you got a great part, and in particular, this movie is a fantastic part for a female. I mean, Ellie was, I wanted to play Ellie when I read it. So you get to kind of attract that level of talent by what's on the page. So I don't think it was me. I think it was what Sean wrote in the part, and she did a fantastic job.
Are you going to take any Patriots or Celtics games?
You know what? I haven't watched a single game. Even the World Series, I watched the first 3 outs of the top of the first in Game 3, and I woke up. I was in New York actually working. I woke up and I was like, "Oh, they're replaying the game. How cool!" And it was the top of the 18th inning. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I was lucky in that every time I didn't watch, they won. So going to bed at 6:30, I would just kind of. So I watched Patriots games that are the 1 o'clock East Coast games, but other than that, I've been going to bed.
Wait, what time do you go to bed?
6:30. East Coast or West Coast.
Well, how's that work with your family?
You know what? When I'm on the East Coast working, the kids just crack up when I'm waiting for them to come out of school, take a FaceTime and say goodnight. They get a kick out of that. But, no, when I'm at home and I'm trying to go to bed at 6:30, 7 o'clock, it annoys the crap out of my wife.
Well, what time do you have dinner?
Like that, no. Usually 4:30, 5 o'clock is dinner.
Man, you're no fun.
You know what? I'm going to be a crazy, wild, fun guy starting in about 5 weeks. When I'm done with the movie, I'll be doing whatever I want. Eating, drinking, having a good old time.
Have you ever just let yourself go?
Yeah, I just do whatever is required for the part that I'm playing. Like when I did Deepwater Horizon, I put on 25 pounds eating fried food in Louisiana every day. So it really just depends on what I'm doing. But for this particular part, and Pete Berg, by the way, is the worst influence. So he is like, do everything you can. You got to be ripped. I need you in shape. And then he's like, we got to go to dinner. We're having wine tonight, right? I'm like, Pete, I can't do both. If you want me to be in shape, then I got to eat, right? Be disciplined and go to bed. He's like, well, yeah, but you're fine. I'm like, yeah, but it's day 2. I'm like, I'm going to look different come day 35 in the schedule. He's like, oh, well, whatever. We'll figure that out.
What's the biggest number you ever rang up on a bar bill or dinner bill with wine?
Ooh, oh God! In France, Louis, they go very high. That's when my birthday, my 30th birthday with Ari and the whole crew, were probably about 30 or 40.
30, 40 grand.
Yeah, but there was 15 of us.
Now, do you have to buy? Is it assumed that you're picking up the tab?
I didn't pick up that one, but I don't mind picking up the tab.
Huh.
But that one, no, that was my 30th birthday. That was a wild one.
So the new movie Instant Family hits theaters next Friday, November 16th, and go out and see Rose Byrne crack up Mark Wahlberg. Who's the worst one you ever worked with of trying to keep a straight face? Actor.
Yeah, Will and Adam McKay. I mean, Adam McKay is as funny as anybody you've ever met. So I think the combination of those two, it's pretty difficult to keep a straight face.
Well, good luck with the shooting up there. Tell Berg we said hello as always, and great to talk to you, Mark.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, Dan.
That's Mark Wahlberg.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.